Hi all, I'm Darshan Jayatilaga. Today I'm going to show you how to configure vSAN cluster with VMware 6.7. Actually, first of all, we'll get the information about vSAN. What is vSAN? vSAN is a hyperconverged product which is owned by the VMware, which we can use to configure a cluster environment without having any shared storage. If we talk about legacy environment, legacy ESXi environment or legacy cluster environment, what we need is actually the requirement was we need at least 2 ESXi servers and we need one shared storage. This ESX1 and this ESX2. Okay. Here I have a SAN device. I can use either fiber channel storage or iSCSI or NFS. Let's say it's Hitachi SAN. Okay. Then I have one fiber channel SAN. Then I need to connect two ACXI servers to the SAN, and inside the SAN I have to create volume which are public to both ESXi1 and ESXi2. That was the legacy ESX environment, how we configured the cluster. But when it's coming to the bit larger environment like 2, 3, 4 ESXs or even more than that, then SAN switches will come into the picture. Then we have to configure the SAN switches as well. Okay. Then we can have to plug ESXi host to the SAN switch, and through SAN switch only we can access your shared storage. But with the vSAN, what it does is, let me take a new one. For this example I will take 3.1 and these E1, ESX1, ESX2, ESX3. In E1 we have 3 hard disks, all are SATA SSD, here also we have 3 hard disks. In server 3 also 3 hard disks. Without having any other software or without having any other third-party hardware, what we can do is we can create a cluster environment using vSAN. Just we need to enable the vSAN, and it will create a logical volume which is public to all the ESXi hosts, and to do the data replication it will use separate network, what do you call that, VM kernel network. Okay, now we will start the configuration and we can learn more things. Okay, to do the lab environment, to do this lab testing, I am using VMware hands-on lab because it's already configured with the ESXi host and we have enough resources. To check this in the personal lab, it's a bit difficult to configure with our hardware because at least we need 3 ESXi hosts. Even in the VMware workstation, then we need minimum 32 GB or more memory. Okay, that's why I'm using VMware HOL. You can use it as well. Okay. I'm going to get the flash client. That's easier for me. While I am doing that, I have to tell that what are the minimum configuration and what are the minimum hardware requirement for the vSAN. For vSAN we need at least 3 hosts, but using even 2 hosts and 1 witness host we can configure the cluster, but minimum requirement is 3 nodes. And we need 1 SSD for your caching, and we can use either SAS or SAT SSD for your storage tier. Okay. In this vCenter we have one data center called region 01, and I have region A01 hyphen computer cluster 01. It's a computer cluster. In the computer class I have 3 nodes configured. Okay. Let me check. If I take the ESXi host 1, okay. I just click the vMchannel network adapter. Okay. This ESXi host configured with the distributed switch. In this distributed switch, there's a separate port group called vSAN region 1 VDS computing. Just I click on there. Okay. What I'll do is I'll click on the modify. We have configured IP 192.168.130. Once I click on the port properties, we have enabled the vSAN traffic. Okay, first we'll configure our vSAN cluster using host 1, host 2 and host 3. In my second video involves in my second exercise, I will show you how to configure the vSAN network, and we'll take one more host to this cluster. Let me check. ESXi04, that's also running on the 192.168.100, which means it's in the same site. But if I click on the host 5, it's in a different, again it's in the same site. Okay. Let me configure the cluster. And one more important thing, before we configure the cluster, vSAN cluster, we need to disable the HA, high availability. It's already disabled, but just keep it in your mind, we need to disable the HA before we configure the vSAN cluster. And each host let me click on the configure and storage devices. We can see how many devices are available. All are flash drives and one free NAS i61. That one we can't use for the vSAN cluster, and this is our CD-ROM drive. Other than that, we have 2 GB disk, and we have 5 GB, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 10 GB disks. Okay, let me configure the cluster. Just click on my cluster name, click on the configure, go to the vSAN and general tab. From here it's mentioned vSAN is disabled. What I am going to do is I am going to enable the vSAN. Just click on configure. Okay, with the vSAN, encryption and deduplication and compression is a default feature. If we want, we can enable it, but at this moment I am not going to enable it. I am going to just enable the vSAN cluster. Okay, fault domain and storage cluster. At the moment I am not going to configure the fault domain or storage cluster. Okay, with the fault domain, what we can do is we can define the rack. As example, if we have I have 3 server racks, and we are going to configure 6 node vSAN cluster. Then what we can do is we can configure 3 fault domain. Okay. Then vSAN, he does know that this service belongs to particular fault domain. Because he knowing that thing, he know how to provide the fault tolerance for your data, and it know how it goes the replication and how you are going to get the availability for your data using vSAN. For this exercise I am not going to enable the fault domain. Just click on do not configure, click next, then it will check for network validation. At the moment all 3 hosts has configured it with vSAN network. Okay, these are the IPs. Then from here we can claim the disk. Okay, there are few ways. Okay, we'll see. Here we have this view, we can change it. Now it's disk mode and size. Easier way to click on the host, then it will show host base. Okay, then it will automatically detect what are the suitable for cache and what are the suitable for capacity. Okay, each and every host we have 2 5GB disks and 4 10GB disks. With this default configuration I am going to use all the disks, 2 disks, the 2 5GBs for the cache tier and 4 10GB for your data tier. Let me click on next, click on finish. Just locate in the disk group for vSAN. Let me pause the video and come back after the configuration. That vSAN configuration has completed. Okay, now first thing what we have to do is just enable the HA on your cluster. It will take some time to configure HA. Okay, till that what we can do is just go to the data store view. We can see our vSAN data store is now available. Okay, we have 119 GB free capacity.